Well, good evening, Lions and guests. This is the annual Stow Lions Club installation of offices. And believe it or not, we're beginning our 54th year. So I don't know how time flies, honestly, unbelievable. We were started or chartered back in 1965. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about us for a few moments, if you would. Ours is a long and storied history. The year after we were chartered in 1966, we did our first major project, which was selling Christmas trees. And here we are all these years later, and Christmas trees is still our #1 project as far as a fundraiser. In the process, we've done many other projects, and right now we're actually involved with something called Wings and Wheels with the Rotary at Minuteman High School, of course, Minuteman Airfield. So in the interim, there's just been many wonderful times and many projects. Our major service project is, thanks to Ed Tarnuzza, is testing in the eyes and hearing in the local schools in Neshoba Regional, Hudson, and Lancaster. And we test well over 2,000 kids, and we were recognized in our Lions magazine a few years ago for this really major accomplishment. This year's service project has been done, or is done, by Roy Dudley. And you can talk to Roy after this meeting, and he'll tell you all about it and what we've been doing with that. Our club is a blend of men and women, and some have been here since the beginning. Others have only been here for a few months. We all work together to help in our community, to help those in need, and that is our reward, plus obviously having a little bit of fun. So sit back, enjoy, and we'll go on with the program. So I'd like to have Linda please come up here. Linda is going to be our membership chairman this year, chairwoman, I guess, right?
Yes.
I better get this right.
That's okay.
Right? All right, thank you. Linda, it's your responsibility to help the club in recruiting new members and retaining existing members. Remind the members of their obligation to seek new members who are service-oriented and active in the community. Show prospective members about the advantage of becoming a Lion. And if you could raise your right hand, please. To the best of your ability.
To the best of my ability. Oh, do you want me to repeat
You don't
after
have to
you?
say
Oh,
that.
okay.
No. To the best of your ability, will you accept the duties as the membership chairwoman?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Regrettably, our publicity chairperson isn't here, which is Dave Gray. But we're going to have a meeting actually in August, and hopefully I'll catch up with Dave at that point in time, and I'll install him then. And Tail Twister is here. Nasha, would you come up, please?
Uh-oh, watch out.
This is one dedicated woman. Nasha and I seem to meet all of the time at various Lions things, and she does a lot of work beyond the Stow Lions Club, and she's a very, very involved person. So it's really been a wonderful pleasure of mine to know you the 3 or 4 years that you know, and now I have this wonderful seat that I can sit on also. So. Now, sure, it's your responsibility to keep the meeting lively. You can assess fines to a member for such infractions as not wearing a name badge, pin, or other items that seem appropriate. If a motion is made to fine the tail twister, you can vote for yourself and not have to pay the fine. However, you can be fined by a unanimous vote, and if the president asked you to abstain from the voting, you can only fine members and can only assess fines at dinner meetings.
Only?
Right hand, please. Raise your right hand. To the best of your ability, will you accept the duties as the tail twister?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jerry, front and center. This is like preaching to the choir sometimes, obviously, but since Jerry keeps everything that we have anyway, Jerry is going to be the lion tamer once again. Jerry, it's your responsibility to bring items to the meeting such as the gong, gavel, banner, gun, and flag. You're also the official greeter for the club, and as such, you are welcome to welcome all cabinet officers, members, and guests. You are responsible for keeping an inventory of the club's supplies and equipment, and they can't be lent out without your permission. Raise your right hand, please. To the best of your ability, will you accept the office that you're about to take on as lion tamer?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
The Board of Directors and Eric Sullivan is not here, but again, I will install him in that August meeting. Gordon is here. Gordon Shop, could you come up, please? Oh, there you are, over on that side. And Phil Belts, please. Gordon is going to be a one-year director, and Phil was a second-year director. You are the governing board of the club, and as such, you shall approve the policies and procedures of the club. You shall vote on a budget prepared by the treasurer and appropriate funds for club expenditures. You can change and make amendments to the constitution and bylaws of the club, and there is a procedure to follow to make the change. Raise your right hands, please. To the best of your abilities, will you accept the position as the Board of Directors?
I will.
I will. Congratulations. Treasurer. Sometimes people like to do this over and over again, and they just get to be so good at it. And this is one of the guys, obviously, that's just superb in what he does. Mike, it's your responsibility to keep a record of all the financial activities of the club and disperse the funds as approved by the board. and the club members at business meetings. Bring all requests for expenditures to the president's attention. Propose a budget for club expenditures. You raise your right hand, please. To the best of your ability, will you accept these duties as treasurer?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ed Tanuza, you're next. Ed, you could do this backwards and forwards in your head, I'm sure, naturally. So, oh God, what a wonderful guy. Ed is going to be the secretary again for how many? 10 years, maybe, continuously.
How about double it?
Double it? Oh my God, unbelievable. Ed, it's your responsibility to keep a record of the club meeting proceedings and other activities. Bring all correspondence to the attention of the club president. Send all required documents to Lions Club International. You are a voting member of the district governor's cabinet, and as such, you are asked to attend district meetings. If you're not able to do so, the president will appoint another member to attend in your absence. You raise your right hand, please. To the best of your ability, will you accept the duty as the secretary?
I will.
Congratulations. Vice President's Dave Gray isn't here, but again, I'll do that in August. Jeanette Potter is going to be our first Vice President. I guess Jeanette and I go back a long time also. Jeanette, you shall act in concert with the President. In the absence of the President, you shall run the meeting. You shall take a leadership role in promoting membership, retention, and fundraising, and also serve in a role developing new avenues of service and fundraising. Please raise your right hand. To the best of your ability, will you do your duty as first Vice President?
I will.
Congratulations. The big guy, our President, Bill Glowner. Sometimes they never get it right, and they have to do it a second time.
Ah. Okay.
Not really, but I mean, there's a lot of work involved in President and many other things, obviously. So, Bill, you're the leader of the club, and as such, enthusiastically promote the activities of the club. You shall conduct the meetings in an expedient and orderly fashion. Guide the membership through the budget issues and ask for a vote on such items. You are a voting member of the district governor's cabinet, and as such, you are asked, either you or your appointee, to attend district meetings and report back to the membership. It's your responsibility to inspire and motivate the membership, and thus you are the embodiment of the meaning of the phrase, "We serve." Raise your right hand, please. To the best of your ability, will you accept the duties as the office of President? I will.
I will.
Very good.
I'll think about
He was thinking about it. Normally, we do a gavel and so forth, because of course he has a gavel, and he has a pin, and that's all you're going to get this time around. I think I'm done.
All right.
Let's all get a hand.
Thank you. I feel like a duck or a goose with one flipper that doesn't work.
One wing, not working.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, thank you. It's my pleasure, obviously. You know, I'm with the best of the best here, so it makes me a happy camper. Thank you very much.
Does she have like a website?